Thank you, thank you.
By Dork.
Yes.
This blows a little bit, not gonna lie. Kind of butthurt, but it's okay.
Really sad to be watching from the sidelines, but the hype in that room was electric. So, like,
Why
even
would it
being
work
at
right?
home, but just rooting you guys, that was just amazing. So I truly hope that maybe in the future I'll be able to meet you guys in person.
Only when you don't. Only when you really needed to. It doesn't work, right?
Live stream, which we're talking about part 2 of our anniversary live stream with the Dead by Daylight 5 Nights at Freddy's official live stream. And today, especially at PAX, you guys got a little taste.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not working.
But now we're going to be talking about the map, the new gameplay, and the anniversary event, which is right around the corner.
We just gave them an app, and now they're getting the full pizza.
Yeah, the new full pizza.
So if you are new to Dead by Daylight, which I suspect some of you are, there are a lot of people here. I'm looking at the wrong camera. Hello, camera 2. If you're new to Dead by Daylight, I just want to quickly explain what's going on today. We're doing our stream, obviously, and generally we try to do these when we have either a release of the full chapter or, as is the case today, a PTB. If you don't know what PTB is, public test battle, what it is a test tool for us on the development team.
I'm going to try to uninstall it and reinstall it.
It's a chance for us to get the build out early, find some rough edges, anything that might not be working, and get it up to gear, up to snuff for the full release, which is coming on June 17th. So I just wanted to set the stage for you in case you didn't know what PTB is, because we'll mention it a few times. But that is planned to go live as soon as we wrap up the show here today. If we time it. I'm
excited for that, dude. I hope it's. I mean, it's gonna be so cool, obviously.
So 5 Nights at Freddy's is our most requested chapter of all time. You have wanted this for a long time. FNAF fans have wanted it for a long time. DVD fans have wanted it for a long time. I have wanted it for a long time. Now it's actually happening. So let's not delay any longer. We'll show you what's coming in the show today with the run of show. So we're going to kick things off with a segment that you've been waiting for, 5 Nights at Freddy's gameplay, playing as Springtrap.
Get that out the way.
And helping us out, we're going to have Jason Guzzo back with us to talk about Springtrap's gameplay. But also
they said no PTB? What'd they say? I'm not paying attention.
Map. Yes, and then next I'll be joined.
Did they say?
Justin Banks.
There's no PTB? No, there is.
This year's anniversary.
Oh, it's playing a Springtrap. Hell yeah, that's gonna be cool as fuck.
Last Twisted Masquerade. Then
I'm excited.
We'll
yeah, PTB after stream.
Hollis.
Creator program. You guys are gonna be able to put my name in when you buy something. If they give me that code, which they might not.
Is that why I'm not seeing the shit?
Yo, Ness, thanks so much for the 28 months, dude. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Ness. Thank you, dude, for the 28 months of support, homie. Oh, dude, why isn't it working? That's so fucking frustrating. Oh my god, I want to fucking punch something right now, dude. That's actually the worst fucking thing in the world. That is so fucking frustrating, to be honest with you, dude. Holy shit. Izzy, thanks for the 5 months, dude. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the 5 months of support, dude.
Well, obviously,
what's up, Sim?
Wouldn't be a Dead by Daylight live stream without having some Twitch drops.
Your volume is really high, but theirs is really low. What do you mean, my mic?
Drops for players to go ahead.
You talking about what they're saying? It's okay. What they're saying is not important.
Or looking at the QR code to go ahead and make sure you're linking your behavior account so that you're not missing.
They better give you a code. They better give me a code. I hope so. That'd be cool. They might not. They might not. They might not fuck with me.
I do, although I don't know.
They might not fuck with me. This is the worst thing ever. I'm so sad that my TikTok isn't working, to be honest.
You're gonna get blood points.
That is so unmotivating. Wow. Okay. Well.
Sorry, I don't. What I have.
Fucking hate this app so much.
Are not the same thing. So we're gonna learn together. We get it. Smiling Clown badge, 200,000 blood points bundled together for watching 1 hour.
Let's see what's going on here. Yo, Swifty Gaming, thanks for the 39 months, dude. And Jessla, thanks for the 24 months. Oh my god, you guys are up bright and early today, huh?
6 hours.
TikTok not working? No, I know, dude. I don't know what's going on. Thanks so much, Swifty. Thanks so much, Jesslyn. I appreciate y'all. Izzy, Ness, Noah, Shannon, Laura, thank you guys.
One last thing we did want to mention if you've been around.
Alright, they're just yapping, so I'm gonna keep trying to figure this shit out.
Which I've been so psyched about.
My display capture ain't working, the TikTok ain't working. This shit's a fucking mess, bro. All of a sudden, huh?
It's finished, but it has over $200,000.
Kind of weird that all of a sudden this shit don't want to work.
And that's before the multiplier that we're still calculating right now.
Huh.
So
is anybody? I hope it's happening for everybody.
To that charity.
Not just me, but I have a feeling that's not the case.
The St. Justine Foundation here in Montreal to help kids and their moms. So thank you. We'll announce the final number when we have it from the numbers people, but it is well over $200,000. So crazy.
That's a lot of money.
Okay, without further ado, let's talk about Five Nights at Freddy's, playing a Springtrap, and bring out our dear friend Jay Guzzo, the killer's designer.
It was working yesterday. I'm pissed off. I'm gonna stop complaining about this, but I'm fucking kind of annoyed right now. A little bit. Oh my god, I like the music. Even though this feels like Killer Clowns from Outer Space, not Five Nights at Freddy's a little bit. But it's, oh no! Oh no, don't pause it. Don't pause it, Jesus. Yo, Bubbly, thanks for the 100 biddies, dude. Watch your stream at work, dude. That's a W. Hopefully it makes work go by faster, dude. Thanks, Bubbly, for the 100 biddies. Watch you for a little bit, inspire me to make content myself. What's up, dude? I appreciate you being here. At my primary job right now, I don't have my laptop, but there's no way I'm missing the stream. We gotta watch it, dude. We gotta watch it. Thanks, Brent. I appreciate you, dude. Love the music? Yeah, it is cool sounding. Kind of scary sounding. Like I'm kind of creeped the fuck out. Okay. I'm scared. Playing a Springtrap? Alright, let's see. Oh my god. Dude, this is creepy. Why? They've never done this before. Why are they doing this? I'm actually confused.
Whoa. I was waiting for Jay to tell us when we're ready, but we're live. See, we told you it's live. You didn't believe us. Okay, so hi, Jay.
Hi.
So from the time that we announced that Five Nights at Freddy's was coming to Dead by Daylight, obviously the excitement has been off the charts for Five Nights at Freddy's fans, for DBD fans, for myself, maybe you, and you know, people are speculating. Who's the killer going to be? Are we going to get a map?
That's the
et cetera,
stupidest shit in the world, whatever.
We answered those things in a high-level way at PAX a few weeks ago. Indeed, we will have a killer.
I have that same plushie somewhere.
You get to play as
I have that same. I swear to God, I have that same Five Bear plushie, but mine has a hole at the bottom.
And also,
Because it came factory issued wrong. It messed up on the factory issue.
And if you have watched streams before, you would know Jay from such hits.
No, but I have this. I have that.
And also Dracula.
But it's got about a half an inch hole,
as well as Springtrap.
2 inches deep, half an inch wide hole.
I'm doing great, and I'm excited to be here.
I'm also excited.
I don't know why I know the measurements, but like I just know that there's a hole at the bottom of it for some reason.
So as I mentioned, you worked on some pretty iconic licenses already. So when you were assigned Five Nights at Freddy's, what was
This guy on the right looks like he fucks.
It was really interesting.
He just looks like he be fucking. You know what I mean? You ever get that look from someone? This guy fucks.
I was obviously aware of it. I mean, everybody is. It's become so iconic.
Like how you think he get? Like he's just a badass. Like how he gets all these licenses, bro.
Realize how kind of deep.
You gotta be slanging that shit.
Before I started kind of looking into this chapter, so it's been cool.
How else you get licenses like that, bro?
Way more horrifying than I ever thought.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be something.
Yes, despite how cute it is, very horrifying. And actually, I think that's a very initial common ground DBD fans and FNAF fans will have. Deep lore on both games, much more than you'd expect. And once you dig in,
the guy on the left I actually met. I'm pretty sure he gave me actually one of my $100 orc cells. He's a very nice guy.
Yes, the way you mentioned it.
Very sweet guy.
A lot of research to get up to speed.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know how he was so nice because if I was there being overwhelmed by everybody, I'd start coming.
They give me.
I'd start coming everywhere.
I guess a reason to become like a real big nerd about one specific franchise. And that's always amazing. You know, Chucky, I got to watch all the movies, and Dracula, we played the games and watched stuff. So this one, I did the same thing. I jumped in.
All right, I guess we'll just do this.
Was YouTube and Twitch, watching streams. I watched 60 to 70 hours of content of some of the more popular streamers, I guess we can say. all through all the games.
He seems so
including
tired. I mean,
stuff
bro,
and things.
you know how much they've been working these past
just
like
to see
month, especially
games
like
and how they
more
play,
than a
but
month, but
also
this past month
players
before
how they
release date.
react, the community, how they
You know they're
react,
going
what kind of-
crazy, dude. I woke up at 7 o'clock this morning and I'm fucking tired. I look even more tired.
Excuse me.
Dude, I want to punch my fucking. I'm going to punch
I
my
think that's a
monitor.
really
I
special thing.
swear.
You didn't just tackle it from a mechanics point of view. You wanted to understand the community. You wanted to understand
Yeah.
the players, make them feel as welcome in DBD as possible. Dead by Daylight, sorry. No, we're going to be doing this a lot. It's just quicker to use acronyms.
Are they not allowed to say DBD?
I think that's a great touch.
Matthew Cote's in the
so
back
any
with his
surprises
belt.
you found along the way as you were doing that?
We don't call it
This
DBD.
won't be a surprise to most people, but it was to me. Was like I said, just how passionate the community is. They're, like,
You're not allowed to. If you call it
it's very
DBD on set,
similar
you
to
get
DBD
spanked by
from that
Matthew
perspective,
Cote.
Like very passionate fans.
13
very passionate
times.
community. People who kind of they watch the trailers and they watch gameplay. And
DBD. That's 39
just
spakes,
stringing
Matthew.
together.
Where you
I
at?
imagine there's at least a few
I'm waiting, Mr.
5K
Cote.
fans with like the boards with pictures and the string all over them.
DBD. Oh, that's another 26,
Which,
Matthew.
Jay, you're kind of famous for with Dracula. Hand drew some meme-worthy art, so maybe we'll have some more.
Man, they really
Yeah,
put
they're
the casting of
probably
Frank Stone on sale for
our
$8, huh?
outfits as we
They're
speak.
sitting there hoping this shit bangs.
I just want people to see
It's
my
going
cool
to. It's going
I just want
to.
people to see. I don't know if I can show it. My daughter bought me Freddy Fazbear socks for Christmas.
Got Freddy on the feet. Likewise, my son gave me his Freddy plush for good luck today. So we are
Freddy on the feet. I got Freddy's feet on the mind.
Why don't you tell
We
us
are not the
how
same.
you started to approach the design of Springtrap?
Yeah, it was a really interesting one because obviously, if you know both games.
Oh, I know both games.
Five Nights at Freddy's is really about sitting still. You manage resources, particularly.
So you're gonna be some camera control room, imagine.
And try not to get killed. Whereas DBD is all about moving around, doing the gens. If you sit still, you're gonna get yourself
Not a
killed.
good strategy.
It's not
Can
a
we purchase
great
this
idea.
stuff?
So it really became
why
about
I'm not seeing
kind of
this shit?
nailing down what the
Fate, thank you so much for the gifted sub. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much, homie.
Like the security office, the battery power, all those amazing jump scares, and just kind of figuring out how to adapt that into the context of DBD.
Perfect. So with that transition, let's get into Springtrap specifically and his gameplay.
Yeah. So one of the goals for Springtrap was to figure out how to lean into those jump scares, which are kind of the thing.
Oh, is there gonna be jump
Freddy's
scares,
games,
dude?
right?
That'd be kind of sick.
Without
That'd be
making
kinda
it just a
sick.
straight up stealth killer, which was something we wanted to avoid. So I had this idea of doing something that we'd never really tried before, where we focus Springtrap kind of as a grab-based killer, because we have grabs in DBD.
Grab-based killer?
Jump
What?
scares into themselves.
What does that even mean?
It's right there. So we just kind of leaned into that.
Like when Ghostface pops up behind me and grabs my
Those
asshole?
Opportunities.
There he is right there on screen, by
there
the
he
way.
is, yeah.
I think we even have another one of him doing a little bit of a grab.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we gave him a pretty unique projectile, which is really cool.
Ah!
So Springtrap has two weapons. I get to.
He's got a
finally-
fucking
I know
M2
the
as
community has been
projectile?
talking about it.
Jesus,
So
what is he
one
gonna throw?
knife As his main weapon, and
Gonna throw a
heavy
kid's
fire
half-eaten skull or something at me, dude.
So let's talk about the axe.
Sorry, guys, I
you
keep
use
taking
the
it off.
axe.
I
How's it different
apologize.
from projectiles that other characters in Dead by Daylight use.
Yeah, so it's a very unique. It's not.
Bear with me
playable
while I'm on the
any
verge of wanting to
style killer
die.
that you've
Yeah,
played
I
before.
fucking hate this
We
stupid
wanted
ass
to do
app.
something a little bit interesting with it. So if you throw the axe and it hits something in the environment, whether it's a missed shot or it's deliberate, it creates an AoE that lasts about 15 seconds. And if a survivor walks through it, you get killer instinct on them for a short period of time.
Okay.
If
It's
you
kind of
hit
like
a survivor
Clown,
with it,
but
and it
worse.
gets lodged in their back while you're chasing.
If you
Kind
miss.
of have an axe lodged in your back.
Just a
No
little
big
bit.
deal.
So they can remove it manually, or they can do it quicker in co-op with another survivor. As Springtrap, you can also retrieve it yourself if you get in close. You can skip kind of the steps.
Oh
of
god,
bringing the
it's
survivor
twins
up.
and
You
Skull
get
Merchant
close
and
to
Clown
it,
together.
It has the axe embedded in them. You click the button, you grab the axe and the survivor at the same time. You get a cool little jump scare.
I give up, whatever.
On your shoulder. A couple of little notes. One of them is while you have your projectile available, you move at 4.4 meters per second. There he is.
A little glimpse of some jump scare.
Oh, 110? He's gonna be
Once you throw
Huntress.
the
He's
axe,
slower.
You actually move at 4.6.
So when you don't have your projectile available, your regular speed.
It makes for some really interesting tactical choices, meaning that you have to recall the axe manually. It never comes back to you automatically unless you throw it out of the map, because you can make a mistake. But yeah, as long as it's in the environment or in a survivor or whatever it is, you have to manually recall it.
So it lightens his load a little bit, makes him a bit faster.
Exactly.
Perfect. So that brings us to another unique part of his gameplay, and I think super iconic to Five Nights at Freddy's, the security office. So let's get into that.
Yeah. So it was really important for us to give the killer and the survivor a really kind of interesting shared experience in that space, which allowed us to also lean into the jump scares. And some of the ways we came up with was to introduce the security office, which is part of any trial that Springtrap is the killer. It's part of his power, but it acts as kind of a transitionary space. So we have 7 doors that appear randomly around the map at chest spawns, and these can be used by survivors or killers to teleport around the map.
Yeah, there be a door.
There it is. And survivors can also use them for surveillance. So as a survivor, you interact with the door. It brings up the camera view. You'll get the kind of iconic map view in the bottom right of all the different cameras. On the bottom left, you'll see your battery power, which we'll talk about in a second. You can see what's going on in the other doors. You can switch between doors. If you see something that, if it looks safe on the other end, you press the button, your character goes into the security office, and then it's kind of like a hands-off, almost like a theme park experience where you see this first person.
This is going to be one of those killers that someone hops in and knows, like, the average player's not going to know what the fuck is going on.
Regardless of what map you're playing on, this functionality, the security room will be there as long as Springtrap is the killer in the match.
Yeah, exactly. And as a survivor,
so he's like Dracula. You always get the castle there if you're going against Dracula. You always get the security room.
Turn your camera on him for a few seconds. He'll be revealed for a little bit for the whole survivor team.
And what about if, like, what if Springtrap goes in at the same time as a survivor goes in at a different door and they meet?
Yeah, so since they both use the doors in the security office, we wanted to make sure that there was an opportunity for that interaction. So if a survivor is moving through that space from one door to the other, and Springtrap, excuse me, chooses one of those 2 doors, whether the one they're coming from or the one they're going to, he'll interrupt them in the security office for a fun little surprise.
Ooh.
Easter egg.
I love all the little touches.
He's gonna whip his cock out.
In there like that. I think the fans are really gonna love it, including this.
Then you have to agree to hop on the Five Nights at Freddy's Rule 34 subreddit.
Yeah, so
and you have to look at Springtrap as woman and a man, big tits and maybe a cock too.
Per second while you're using the cameras. We didn't want players to just be the man in the chair and just sitting there and telling all their friends. So it drains a little bit using the teleporter to move around the map.
Teleporter, security room, projectiles.
And then you have to kind of manage that.
Springtrap wiener. This is gonna be no casual's gonna come in here and know what the hell's going on, bro.
If the battery does run out, the security system.
Battery, security system, hell yeah. Why not?
45 seconds. But Springtrap is not affected by the battery. So if the survivors have kind of overplayed their hand and they shut the security office down, they've kind of given up their one.
They could explain this 20 times over. No one's going to know what's happening until they play it. They should have added some visuals with this, low-key.
Dangerous. Fantastic.
No one's going to understand what the hell's going on.
Disabling the doors?
Yes. So to go back to the axe, if the killer hits either a camera or a door, the whole thing, with their axe, that door and the camera becomes unavailable to survivors. They can't use it to teleport away, they can't teleport to that door, and they can't see the
teleporting? I guess there's teleporting too. Why not?
When the killer retrieves it, that effect lingers a little bit. It becomes a really cool way of, like, I need to scope this area out, but I don't want to be revealed or seen. You can disable the door, move around, use it to fake the survivors out.
Got it. But it's not permanent. The door can be used again after the axe has been retrieved. Cool.
Unless it's in shot.
Okay.
Means the survivors can't use it anyway.
Right. Cool. Okay. So speaking about moving around the map, which it sounds like we have a new exciting way to do that. One of the coolest things about the chapter, in fact, is the map. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza is now a new map, a new level within Dead by Daylight for DBD fans, specifically in the Withered Isle realm. So what can you tell us about the map?
Yeah, so the art team and the level design team much like me, they did.
I'm honestly so excited for the fucking map.
Like, I don't say this just because we're doing the stream here, but it's becoming one of my favorite maps. I love it so much.
Hell yeah.
In the same way that we worked hard at kind of integrating a lot of opportunities for jump scares into the killer gameplay, their team really wanted to make sure that they did the same when it comes to things like Easter eggs and scares around the map. So it really pays off if you're kind of an exploratory player a little bit.
Amazing. So are there some areas that you want to shout out that Five Nights at Freddy's fans might recognize?
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot. You'll see a lot of small references and stuff, but obviously we've recreated a lot of kind of the iconic areas from the game. But we're also letting you exit the pizzeria to explore the outside a little bit, which is really cool. And we wanted to kind of add a little bit more space to allow for more dynamic chases and whatnot.
Yeah.
But for the rooms, we've got the lobby, we've got the dining hall, of course, with the full animatronic band on stage. It's very cool. And we have the arcade, which is, it's all very kind of...
I feel like we know a lot of these things. Let's get on with it, people.
And,
that's part of the map.
Mechanical room, which is cool.
I see a pallet. Why does it look so tiny?
Yeah.
That's either a really big
So
fucking
altogether,
room
this
or a really
kind of
tiny
feel like
pallet.
I guess a formerly working pizzeria. And
the pallet looks my height.
By daylight, the entity's weird pustules and deformations are everywhere to remind you exactly of where you still are and
You're
where
making
you're
a
stuck.
judgment call on those pustules there, Jay.
But
What are we talking about, guys? Matthew Cote's not gonna like us talking about puss, guys. No talking about puss.
They've done a lot of really cool work.
Yeah, it's super fun. And it looks really good, too. The art team did knock it out of the park. But also with Springtrap wandering around, it's like a terror. And I think for Five Nights at Freddy's fans, like, whoop, you're going to be in familiar territory.
Yeah.
So one other nice thing that we did mention on the PAX broadcast, but I do want to mention it again, we're going to have a separate queue for this map specifically, which means you want to go to the game and you just want to check out the map. Normally, in the past, you'd be in the general rotation of maps and all that. Now you can go straight in just to the pizzeria without having to hope that you get there. So it's going to be its own queue when you join the game.
Yeah, and that's...
That's so cool. I like that they're doing that with new maps now. In case you want to look at it and practice it, you can just fucking queue up with that shit, which is so nice.
How about some last tips for survivors and for killer players?
Yeah, so for the killer...
Let's hear some tips.
As Springtrap, get used to the arc of the projectile. As I said, it's super unique. Compared to other projectile killers, we've done something that really allows you to kind of pull off some pretty gnarly trick shots.
Well, you want Dead by Daylight players to get used to something different, buddy.
Super fun. So test that out.
Good luck, my friend.
And take advantage of the jump scares.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if you're playing with your friends, hearing them shout in your ear is always a great time.
Yes.
But for survivors, take advantage of the cameras and the doors. It may seem a little unsafe because you can be interrupted or whatever, but they're really valuable tools if you get used to them and you use it to reveal the killer and kind of scoping out the area. You'll get more of an advantage out of them than I think you realize at first.
Heck yeah.
But yeah.
Well, Jay, thank you so much, as always, for joining us on the couch with your wonderful work and the fun stuff that you've planted in there. Soon enough, people will get to play around with it. I know you're going to be glued to your Twitch screen so you can watch people play it and test it out. Thank you so much for joining us. The show must roll on. So next, we're going to bring out our friend Justin Banks to fill you in on DBD's anniversary event that's right around the corner.
Bye, everybody.
Oh, the anniversary event, too. Hell yeah. What is the new cake going to be called? I wonder. How fast is he? 4.6 until he has his projectile ready or some shit, 4.4. But we're going to look into all this when we get access to the PTB right now. In like 30 minutes, guys, my TikTok studio isn't working, and I really wanted to, so excuse me while I seem a little disinterested in this live until they show us something really cool. I'm going to keep trying to fix this shit. I don't know what kind of luck it is that I don't get a single problem with TikTok Live Studio all year, and then the one day, the biggest Dead by Daylight stream of the year, I have problems with it. Kind of amazing how life works, truthfully. Kind of my favorite thing ever. Really. Because how the fuck does that happen? I genuinely don't fucking understand it. Never had a problem a single time, but of course now we're gonna have a problem, right? So, we'll see. Yeah. That is the corniest shit in my life. I was able to see your live on TikTok, yeah, but you weren't able to see the face cam and you weren't able to see my monitor, which is the two things I want you to see.
Okay, so one of, oh my God, my throat. I died. But one of the best things for Dead by Daylight that makes me really excited around this time of year is that there's always something to celebrate. And this year is no different. Because not only
All right, this is kind of interesting. I really want to know what we're doing for the 9th anniversary, dude. I wish this was the 10th one. Imagine 5 Nights at Freddy's on the 10th anniversary.
So,
that would have been perfect.
What better way to party and welcome
That would have been
back
cool.
the anniversary event and get ourselves nice and warm by the fire than with Justin Banks.
Thank you, Dork. I'm really happy to be back with all you guys out there. It's another masquerade, another year where they dust me off, take me out of the locker, and get ready to talk to you guys about what is happening for this year's masquerade.
Yeah, and I'm super excited to hear how we're going to be partying it up in this this year's anniversary event.
Yeah, so there's lots of stuff going on, and it's a special one.
Yeah, they're blasting their music. I
you
know
saw
that
by
fuck-ass
the
guitar.
title just before, after 4 years, this is going to be our final masquerade. We have lots of laughs, lots of fun, and the response to all of the gameplay, the cosmetics, the aesthetics.
No more
it's all been
masquerade.
incredible
I'm kind of over
since we
it.
got this
Could have
party
actually
started.
went without it, low-key.
So our final masquerade
Could have probably made
event
the
is
last one the
actually
last
gonna
one,
start
low-key.
in about a month and run from June 25th to July 16th. While we're sad to see it go, I mean, it was a really fun theme that we worked on internally. We've had a gas working on it every single year, but we're going to close out with one last big hurrah before moving on to something completely brand new for our 10th anniversary next year. So I don't want to hype, I don't want to tease, but
this is
come
gonna be
back a year
huge.
from now and we're going to have something really special for you.
I'm
You
really excited
fucking
to see what
better.
we come up with.
10 years of
But
this
also
fuck-ass
in terms
game.
of actually
Giving me gray
being
hairs and
talking
receding
about
my
the
hairline
return
at a
of
further
Twisted Masquerade.
rate.
Is it true that the team decided to work on fine-tuning what we
Spirit better pop out the screen and start twerking on my shit. Y'all better come up with that
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
technology.
So there's a few things that we're doing to really focus on the quality of life of the game overall. So you've seen all of you guys out there. I don't even know which camera I'm looking at.
I better get a
all of
handy
you guys
from
out there. You've all seen
Charlotte.
that we're pushing for quality of life. We want to make sure that it's the
The
game
twins better pop
that,
out. Not
you know,
not
it's the
her
game
little
you guys
brother,
deserve.
but
You've stuck with
her.
us for such a long time. We're fixing long.
Better pop out and give me a
bugs.
handy
We're
under the desk
adding
or
features
something.
to just improve your overall experience, and we want that to translate
Jesus
to how you deal with
Christ.
events as well. So we made the decision to focus a lot of our resources
Oh
on that quality of
God,
life,
why is TikTok
and
not
less so on
working?
adding to new gameplay
This would have been a
features
perfect
for this
morning.
final Twisted Masquerade event.
Okay, so in terms of that, then, what can players expect to see returning to the fog with this Twisted Masquerade?
So returning, well, I can just summarize by saying all the really cool stuff that we've done before. Again, it's fun to work on this stuff year after year. So what we have coming back are the invitation powers that are super fun that you can collect as survivor or killer. And you'll
Yeah,
get
a
powers
killer
to
gets their
use
shit
charges
rocked for
as the
10
match goes on.
seconds and they can
We are
auto-expose
bringing
me. I'm
back
so
the
excited for
bag
that.
of tricks that we introduced last year, which creates a random effect on the match, that happens based on the progression of completing generators, accumulated with whatever hook stages are at, to really keep things dynamic, keep it moving. We're also bringing back Father Campbell's chapel, decorated, for the entire party.
I wonder why only that map
And, it's
gets decorated.
still all the same decorations as last year, but we're signaling the party's coming. to an
Guys,
end over
the
there.
same exact shit as last year,
And
but the
we'll
party's
even
fucking
have
here.
A little bit of Five Nights at Freddy's theming showing up in
The
our
same
anniversary
exact shit that
lobby.
you got the last 3
I love
years,
the fact
but
that
guess
the lobby
what?
is gonna be like a
Now the
party
party's
environment.
coming.
Plus all the returning content. I mean, what's not to love there? I cannot wait to get my hands on my invitation just to cause ruckus. So when you're talking about the quality of life, though, are the players going to be able to experience that in the gameplay with Twisted Masquerade this year?
Absolutely. So when we were looking at how quality of life applies to, let's say, the game as a whole, we're saying, well, there are some elements of events that could work better for a better player experience. So while by and large everything from the event was really well received, we know people enjoy the invitation powers, the bag of tricks, etc. There was one big friction point from last year that we wanted to fix, which was the remote hook power for the invitations. So we've tweaked that a little bit just to apply some quality of life
Remote hook is that's such a nice thing as killer. Oh my god, I love remote hook.
As a killer's using it, it's no longer instant. You can't just look at a hook and bam, the survivor goes there.
Okay.
Now what will happen is the survivor
20
will
meters.
look at a hook, they'll hold a button for a period of time, and then the survivor will be teleported. And it will also be obvious
love
that the
remote
killer
hook.
is doing this so the survivors have time for their counterplay to make them drop their partner. So we're really hoping that creates some more friendly gameplay, some less abusive elements, and just an overall much
Just
better
get rid of that
party
bullshit
that we're
auto
going to play
expose.
through.
Keep the remote hook.
It's gonna be great.
Nobody
I'm
cares
really
about remote
excited
hook.
for
That
that,
shit's
yeah.
fun.
So, in addition to that,
Oh, playing Blight with remote hook
last
is
year
so
we pulled back the
satisfying.
curtain on our host of the anniversary that
You're just
we've
ping-ponging
shown
around the
played a
map
few assets. We showed
24/7.
off last year in a lot of ways. Our darling Trix. So. Since this
Oh,
is the
that
last
hoe that's in the
masquerade,
air fucking
her
talking to
presence
me.
is going to be a little less felt, so you won't hear her or see her as
Thank
often.
the Lord.
And then she'll just be with the masquerade, fading away into the fog.
Good. Let her
That's
fucking
really
die
sad
a
that we're gonna see her
horrible
fading away,
death. I'm
but
sick and
I
tired of listening to her in the
understand.
beginning of the
At least we get to enjoy her
matches.
while we still have her.
Yep.
So, with this being the last hurrah, what does this mean for the Twisted Masquerade rewards and outfits?
Aren't I just a
So this is probably
bottle
one of my
of
favorite
sunshine?
parts to talk about because when we see these concepts every
I'm
year,
just joking. I don't
it's
give a fuck
amazing.
about
These
Trick.
are
She's
so
cool, not
crazy
cool. I
and
don't give a
fun to
shit.
work on. So we wanted to use our final Twisted Masquerade
Oh my
as a way to catch
god.
up
I
on
like
all
that
of your
part. I didn't give a
characters who
fuck
do not
about that
previously
part.
have a mask or
I'm trying to
outfit.
make a killer want to
So
fucking never play a
what you can
game
see
ever
here
again.
is that we
That's
are
why I
adding
play this
masks
game.
For any survivors
Oh, who got
or
one?
Originals that did not previously have a mask. So we've got one for
Oh, God
Vittorio,
forbid we
Vince,
give
Corey,
Iestri
Claudette,
anything.
and
Damn
Laura.
it.
On the
Something.
killer
This
side,
matches
we only
her.
had one that's missing a mask,
Yo,
so we
Sable's is
have
cool. Looks like
mask
Spider-Man.
and
Did you
mask.
see that?
And then
Dude, look at Sable. She
what
looks
we
like
have to
freaking
supplement
Spider-Man.
that to keep 6 collectible pieces per roll
I like that.
is 5 killer anniversary weapons that look amazing. So for that, we've got
The
one
Doctors is
Trapper,
fucking sick.
Nurse,
Huntress is
Doctor,
fucking
and
sick.
Spirit.
I cannot wait
Actually,
to
all
get
of them
my
are
hands
pretty
on that
cool. Look at
Spirit
them.
one.
Even the Spirit one is
Oh,
sick,
like,
yeah.
They all look so damn good.
So good.
And we've not left out 2 other characters because those are going to get the fully earnable outfits
Okay.
from the event. So we have
Iestri?
David King and the Wraith.
Oh, fuck
Fully
David
decked
King.
out, ready to celebrate the
Nice.
party.
Oh, fuck
So with
David
that, we're
King.
catching up on all of our
I'm
original
so tired of
characters, making
David
sure
King.
that everyone is able to dress for the
Anyone
party
who's
for
not
our
the
final
characters I play,
masquerade,
fuck 'em.
which I think is really cool.
I'm still thinking about that David last night. I kept
One
stealing all
thing
my
that we've
unhooks
started to do
with
in
that
the past
fuck-ass
few years is
haircut.
Introduce what I'm calling guests to the
Oh,
party.
David
so some
King.
licensed characters who are getting outfits. Now, I
David
don't want
gets
to
all the
spoil anything,
love.
so stay tuned for Hollis's section after, as he shows you who is guest starring at the party.
Okay. And hopefully they've rolled a nat 20 on style.
Oh, maybe a spoiler there.
What's she saying? Spoiler?
Okay, so I know a lot of people are going to be thinking about this, myself included. I'm very
Come on, dork.
curious.
Ask it.
So when it comes to the time-limited Twisted Masquerade collection and the items, what happens?
Oh, bring it back because
So,
fuck being
As we've done
loyal
for
and playing
events
for years.
event
Bring it back,
collections in the
right?
past, like this
Can only
one.
virgins see this stuff?
Get ready.
We have it only
that
available
why I'm
during the
not seeing
period
the
of the
shit?
event, and then when the event
What's
happens
up, baby
again next year,
Spice?
all of the previous iterations come back in the store. Since this is the last masquerade,
All the previous
what we're
iterations
doing
coming
is
back.
gonna be
Did you
little
spend
different.
your
We have to
life calling
adapt
out from
because
work
we
because
don't
this is a
want
limited
these to
time
stay away
event? You're like,
forever.
fuck it, I want to earn
So
it. Guess
we
what?
are tentatively planning for these to
Everybody
come
gets
back in the
it.
store
Oh, I
probably
hate
at
when
certain
they
points
do
in the
that.
future.
They do that
So I
all the
can't give specifics
time.
exactly when that is going to be.
Why y'all
When
bringing
this
shit back
masquerade
for people that
ends,
didn't play this
everything
game
will
back then,
disappear.
bro?
And when we know when they are coming back,
I
certainly
hate
gonna be
that
scenes provided
shit.
So players can
They
be
did not
aware,
play
they know
during the
when they
5th
come
event,
back
6th
and
event, 7th,
any
whatever.
masks they missed, or if they joined us later,
Someone's
come
in chat that
and
just
come
started
up
last
then.
week. They're like,
It's gonna be
yes,
awesome.
yes.
Especially because like this time of year,
No.
anniversary is a huge thing for our community.
Stop
this
giving
is
it
a
to
huge
motherfuckers
win
that
right
weren't
now.
here, bro.
But also, aren't we doing something
Dude,
else? to
those
make this a
crowns
little
that they
bit
brought
more
back for
special?
everybody, by the way,
Absolutely.
I
So,
spent
I
hours
was talking
grinding
about how we
every
wanted to put all
survivor
of
and
our
killer
originals
for
have
their crown.
masks or
You had
outfits
to back then.
celebrate the party. But we want to make sure that
Oh
all of
my
our players have
God.
access to all of these originals too to celebrate with. So what we're doing is we're putting all of our original characters on free trial for the entire duration of the event. So
Well, that's pretty cool.
if there's a survivor, a killer that you've not ever played before,
That's pretty
you're
sick.
interested about, pick them up, play them in
Hell
the
yeah.
normal queue, play them in the event queue, really go nuts. And then if you actually want to keep
Whoa,
them,
Stingy, you didn't spend hours. Dude, me and my friends were up at late at night like, oh my God, we need 6 more crowns for 6 more survivors.
Awesome.
They just gave them to everybody, bro. Why they give everything to everyone?
On the anniversary event.
Is that why I'm not seeing the ship?
I'm gonna start coming everywhere.
Keep it together.
It's going to go out with a bang.
At least we have that, right? At least we have that.
I'm gonna start coming.
So next up, joining me on the couch is going to be a new face to the stream. So please join me in the chat.
Do you think Matthew
with a
Cotes
warm
ever had sex on
welcome
that couch?
for Hollis, who's gonna be
You think he ever
giving
was
us
like on a
full
power
rundown
trip
on the latest
and he was just like,
collections that are
fuck it.
rolling into the fog.
Fuck it, I'll be the only person that's had sex on this couch. Do you guys ever like work at a new place and then you go while you're doing the walkthrough as a new employee? You're like, I wonder if anyone's ever fucked in here. You guys ever think that? Yo, misbehaving. Thanks so much for the 4 months, dude. Appreciate you misbehaving. And the real He-Man. Thanks so much for the 6 months, dude. I appreciate you, He-Man. Thank you, thank you. You're not normal? There's no way you've never like walked into the fucking supply closet and thought, anyone ever got crazy in here? Anyone ever been fucking in here? There's no way you didn't think that. There's no way you ain't think that, bro. Stop lying to me. Stop lying to yourself. I don't want to hear it. Why is my camera not working? What a fucking depressing day. I actually want to die. Oh, upcoming collections. The way I'm actually excited for this. Wait, hold up.
Upcoming collections.
I asked it. Guess something. One cosmetic.
Here with me to talk about them is a new phase. Our senior live.
He looks like that guy on TikTok. I see this guy on TikTok who eats watermelon and cantaloupe and stuff.
Dead by Daylight in-game store.
He does like ASMR videos and he's like, delicious.
So Hollis, how about you go ahead
and then he just eats watermelon.
Real quick.
Yeah. So my day-to-day consists mostly of scheduling and setting things up for the in-game store. So stuff you would see like the collection banners, featured outfits, the bundles, weekly gifts, sales, stuff like that. I've also worked on a few of the collections you guys may have seen in the store. So Autumn Fashion, Chrysalis, Noir.
Hey buddy, we're not here to talk about old collections here, big dog.
And on that note, speaking of content creation, I am sort of moving further in that direction as I'll be the person heading up charms and player cards going forward.
Okay.
Oh, let me be
Speaking
nicer.
of player cards,
I want a player card.
One thing we missed to talk about in our last segment, I was just sitting down.
I'm just kidding. I'm never gonna get anything from them.
Where we're gonna have badges and banners coming in as other things.
They probably don't know me, but if they do, they don't like me.
But also, thank you for the Chrysalis collection.
I will never get anything from a developer in this game ever.
But
it's okay. I love them. They don't have to love me. It could be a one-way relationship.
And they gave us a full rundown.
It's okay.
Masquerade when it comes to in-game earnables.
I'll always.
What can you tell us about what's going to
I'll be like a mother, and I'll take off my shirt, and I will let them suck on my teat whenever they want.
We also have some exclusive store rewards for Twisted Masquerade.
If he ever wants to suck on my teat, he can. Metaphorically speaking, like I will help him.
Who's wearing his
okay, Vecna looking like Plague for some reason. All right, wasn't sure who the hell I was looking at. Who's this motherfucker? Is that Jeff? That's Ace.
It's magnificent.
Oh, it's beautiful.
That's Ace.
Plus, as always, all
Jeff is bigger.
From previous years will also be returning to the store. You'll even be able to find a few.
Do these already exist?
Bundles for Killer and Survivor. And for anyone who may have missed Twisted Masquerade last year, we'll also have a bundle with rewards from that. So the Unknown outfit, the player cards, and the charms. And all that will be available in the store on.
That's Bearmar? No, it wasn't.
Okay.
It was
so
Ace.
Is there gonna be
Stop.
any,
I wish.
Fantastic sales happening as well?
There might be. So we're going to be doing 30% off almost everything in the store for outfits released before the Five Nights at Freddy's chapter.
Okay.
On top
That's
of
a
that,
big ass
we'll do
discount.
25 to 50% off almost all the characters. And as Justin mentioned, if you find a character you like during the free trials, it's a great time to pick them up and add them to your roster.
Okay. All right. So, and as obviously,
That's good. There's too much shit in this game.
touched
Gotta start
on it.
discounting it for these
Brace
mofos.
yourself.
For the new
It's a bit
mofos
emotional.
playing.
But after this,
See,
the
discounting
party
shit
will
for
be
new
over.
mofos? Sure. Giving them
I know,
old shit that they didn't earn?
I know. Let's keep it together.
Don't leave me.
I hope they burn in a volcano.
But we're gonna be okay because before we close the curtain, we've got other things happening right before, right?
That's correct. On June 17th, we have our highly anticipated Five Nights at Freddy's chapter releasing, and along with
June
it, Five
17th?
Nights at Freddy's collection.
W.
Now,
Ooh.
as you know,
FNAF
we
collection.
already revealed one of the outfits at PAX, but we got a few more to show off today that no
Ooh.
one's seen quite
Ooh.
yet.
Ooh.
But in
Ooh.
case you did miss PAX,
Ooh.
first of all, what are you
Reveal.
doing?
Yeah. What are you doing?
Second of all, you would have saw that we revealed our yellow.
That's cool.
rabbit
That's
legendary
like a
outfit for our
special
new killer
edition.
Springtrap.
I like that.
This is an incredible outfit from the Five
Yeah,
Nights
that's
at Freddy's
sick. Might have
movie
to cop.
that features the likeness of Matthew Lillard, who played William Afton on screen before the Springlock accident. That really turned him into
Scott
Springtrap.
Cawthon
Now, this
at the
outfit has
bottom.
original voiceover
Look
from
at that
Matthew
shit.
Lillard,
Oh my
originally
god, this
recorded
is really
just
happening.
for
I
the
can't
Daylight,
believe it. How
as
much
well
how
as
much
some special
bank is
voiceover
Scott
and
making
animations
from
in the
this?
lobby.
That motherfucker's so
I cannot wait
rich.
to get my hands on that. But are there going to be other versions
He is
of
so
Springtrap
rich.
coming into the
Other
fall?
versions of Springtrap. One with his cock out.
We also have a Glitch Trap, a legendary outfit for Springtrap. Now, Glitch Trap for
Oh, that's so fucking cool. Oh
Oh
my god, dude. That is so fucking cool.
So it's amazing how
Glitch Trap scared the fuck out of me. What was the last game called again? We played both that and the DLC. That's so cool, dude.
You will receive a portrait badge of those characters as well. So a Glitch Trap portrait badge for Glitch Trap.
Oh, I'm definitely buying Glitch Trap. Are you fucking jorking my shit?
Buy that as well. We also have two
Oh
very rare
my
outfits for Springtrap, which are
god,
both
that
taken
is
from
cool.
Freddy's Special Delivery, the mobile AR game, which are Clown Springtrap and
Dude, that's sick.
Now, Clown Springtrap.
Oh my god, all these are cool.
Like fans will remember him. But we put our own.
Look at his body's made out of a brain or something. How many kids did you fucking bite their skull, dude? That your tummy's filled with brains.
T-shirts available for all original survivors.
All original! That means IS3 doesn't count! Oh my god, that shirt is so cool!
Because it gives them this nice, cool, casual look.
Oh my god, why? Why does she not count as original?
Casual is a great way to describe
They
it.
made her.
This collection is simply called the Casual Collection.
She didn't
And
exist
as the
before
name
Dead by
implies,
Daylight. They
focuses on
made her.
streetwear and casual clothing, letting us add more variety to characters who've kind of been stuck with one look in the past. So,
Oh my
for example,
god.
Gala Gabriel, who's often portrayed in space-themed outfits.
Yeah, then he gets a casual look. That's what's so cool. That's what I want for her. I wanted an elf in normal clothing.
Handsome man.
Handsome. On top
Yeah,
of
he's a
Gabriel,
pretty
we also
handsome
have
looking dude. Look at his hair, dude.
Tori, who will be taking a break from
Damn,
Cult
Tori
Roads.
looks cool as hell
so
too.
good.
One I know you're very excited about, which is Talita, who is getting some pants and escaping her shorts and
Talita
skirt
looking
before she's in
freaking
for a
sick
bit there.
too. All right, now where's
Thank you, Eric.
where's Kate and Elodie? Come on, do they get some casual
Yeah,
stuff?
spam pants emotes.
Yeah.
I don't know if those exist. And finally, we have an outfit for Hattie as well. And this collection will be hitting the store on July 2nd, right at the start of summer.
Hattie!
I cannot.
Hattie's been getting so
Obviously,
much
I'm very
love
excited for
recently.
Pants. Pants.
Where are my characters'
but
love, bro?
with that,
They don't fuck
especially
with my
because, like,
characters.
with the pants, I get to be nice and comfortable while I'm hanging.
Actually, I
on
feel like it's been like the same rotation of 12 survivors
Might as
actually
well
getting
be
so much love. I'm not gonna lie to you.
comfortable,
It'd also be awkward if you were on the hook with no pants.
I feel like it's been 12 of the same survivors in every collection.
Pretty bad, Hollis.
Not gonna lie.
But we also want the killers to
Maybe
be
I'm
nice
just
and
needy.
comfortable as well.
Yo,
while
did he
they're
just buy those
singing
shoes for this
and
event?
putting
Look at the
on
bottom of
moves,
them.
which reminds me
Those are way
why
too
we're
crispy, my
bringing
boy.
up the
Don't think I wouldn't catch
Boulet
that.
Brothers collection, which
He
will be
definitely had this
joining
outfit laid out in his
on
bed
July
last
8th.
night. I could
Coming
sell new
in
shoes,
with
but I
a
look the
very
same way at the first day of school with my
hunters
white
and
Vans,
legendary
and they'd be
for
blinding
artists.
everybody because they're so damn white.
And since the
Oh,
artist's outfit is a legendary
that's
outfit
fucking
inspired
sick.
by the Boulet Brothers themselves, buying that one will get you an exclusive
Wait,
Boulet Brothers
that's awesome.
portrait badge.
I just thought of
I'm
something.
so excited. So
I just
excited
thought
to
of
get my hands on
something.
that.
Oh, sneak preview.
Sneak preview. Well, I mean, this is the best segue because we're going to be
Who's
talking
that?
about a fan favorite returning.
Yes, that is right. The Waterfront Massacre Collection is back. And for everyone out there who
I think that
doesn't know
was
what
Elodie.
Waterfront
I hope
Massacre
so.
is, it's basically
I don't know any other
basically
thick queen
shot
that's that
terribly,
thick, to be
horribly
honest.
wrong
That was a
art.
sick outfit. I hope that
This
was.
time around, we have
I think it
for
was.
Elodie, Arella, Ace, and the Xenomorph. So
Wait,
Elodie
did he-
and Arella are both getting some sun and nice beach wear we thought each of them would enjoy. And then there's Ace, who is
Yeah, that is her.
doing
Let's
the
fucking
same,
go.
but in a
Finally.
more classic Ace fashion. And his outfit is something special.
It's very special.
He's rocking a leopard print speedo and what seems to be a very
Finally.
short robe. And don't worry.
Yo,
most
those
people
do
are gonna
not
be
look
typing
like
in
my
chat.
shorts, bro.
I can confirm
My
this
shorts
outfit
don't
is
look
mix
like
and
that,
match.
okay?
So
My
you go
shorts
ahead
are
and
way
make those
longer.
videos a part of
First
whatever
of all,
outfit you
oh
like.
my
You
god!
wanna put it with
Oh
the
my
top hat and
god!
also
Wait,
one
why
of
are they
those
low-key the
We're not gonna
same?
stop you. That's called fashion.
Oh my god!
Finally, we're working closely with 20th Century
Jesus.
Games on our take of an aquatic
What the hell?
It's inspired by kind of an Anglo-Saxon look.
Why are they
and we're
low-key
real
the
happy with how it
same?
turned out. It's very creepy, very cool, and honestly, we don't want to
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, absolutely.
As you can expect, the Waterfront Massacre Collection, as well as Ace's
Hey,
Speedo,
put some
will be
fucking
available in
shorts
store
on.
July 16th.
You whore.
I already know a very distinct group of people that were playing nothing but Ace Visconti during 2v8, and they're gonna be
Ace,
wearing
put some
the
freaking
hell out of
shorts
that
on.
Speedo.
Put something actually on, you
No
slut.
pants gang now.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, choose your size. But thank you so much for joining me on the the couch to
Sack
talk
alert.
about all the latest collections that'll be coming into the Fog. I'm super excited. And
Thank you, Vamp.
Great to have you, Hollow.
Oh,
Thank you.
This was so much fun.
It was so much fun. So next, I'm going to be on the couch here with Eric for all of our Dead by Daylight creators out there to talk about the
All right, so
creator
that was
program.
cool. Honestly,
So
the
stay tuned.
cosmetics are cool. Creator program, not that excited for, as I will definitely not get to use it. But hey, if I ever do, y'all could buy cosmetics and get me some money. I'm down for that. I don't think they will. They definitely not gonna let me get a code. I'll tell you right now. I'll type your name in anyways. Maybe they'll see it. They'll be like, oh, gotta give them one now. Well, this is cool so far. This is hype. We're gonna have a lot of cool shit to look at and do today. I'm really hoping to the heavens above I can get my TikTok working for the gameplay, but I don't think I will be. I'm still so butthurt over that because you guys don't understand how good PTBDs are. Oh my god. But it's
We're back.
only right now.
How about them pants?
Are we back?
If there was no sound effect, that would be so funny.
Yeah. New stream capabilities.
Millennials.
Technology
Am I right, guys?
is amazing.
Millennials.
Just a quick note, I did see people, they thirsting for whatever the Hattie cosmetic is. We just didn't have an image for it. I'm sorry. So
You're
please
one. I'm not a
stay tuned
millennial.
little longer.
I'm not a
It's
millennial,
great.
but they're adorable. I do like
All
these
right,
two.
Now we're going to talk about the creator program.
But I'm going to call them millennials because they are.
PAX a few weeks ago.
They're adorable
as we've said a couple
millennials.
times we did a big stream there. We did mention there's a new creator program.
I wonder
on
if
the
Matthew
horizon.
Cote has ever
We're
gotten
going to
naked
do
on
the
that
next
couch
stream, which
before.
is this stream. So let's do that. It's today, so we've got more details to share.
Do you guys
So,
think anyone's ever made love in
current
that locker
creator
in the
program,
back?
as you probably know, is called the Fog Whisperers. They're
Like
an
two people have
amazing
gotten naked in that
people.
locker together, do you
A bunch
think?
of now, very thankful for that. They're awesome. They're content creators.
Spacious
on
enough.
all things Dead by Daylight, and it's while many of those relationships are going to continue for sure, it's also time that we're
Yeah,
gonna
right
open
now.
the
You think there's
door
someone in there
to
right now banging it up?
something we've heard
Matthew
a lot of.
Cote!
How can I get into the program?
Matthew Cote!
So,
Now's
we're
not the
gonna start
time,
here.
Matthew.
So for starters, we're actually going to retire the name Fog Whisperers.
Dwight and
Who
David?
remains
Yeah, probably.
in the stratosphere as the Fog Whisperer Pantheon. And we're rebranding it as
Huntress's
the
big
Dead by
ass would not
Daylight
fucking fit
Creator
in there,
Program.
dude.
Yes.
Yes, but don't worry. for
Huntress's
anyone
fucking
wondering,
6'7" Russian woman
most
ass would
Fog
not
Whisperers
fucking
are
fit in
staying
that
on with
locker,
us as
dude. You
pillars
know how
of
big
our
she
new
is?
Creator group. So do not worry about that. And on top of the new name, actually, the goal of our creator program is to make partnering with Dead by Daylight even easier and better for the creators involved. We're expanding the benefits attached to working
Me
with
and Yui
us,
have also
we'll be
been there, not true.
welcoming an
Not
even
true, Yui doesn't
wider
fuck with you.
range of personalities
She don't like you,
and
little bro.
content focused on the game.
She told me last
So
night.
if you're a creator and you've
She's
always
busy
wanted to
right
work
now.
with Dead by
Where's your
Daylight,
face?
now is
The
time
camera's
to
not
make
working
that
and I'm
happen.
fucking depressed.
Yes. So some benefits that we're
But I'm
being
gonna try to
explicit
fix it by the
about,
time the
as George
gameplay
mentioned,
starts.
Include opportunities like
You should come over to the Twitch
access
if you want to
live
see my
events,
face.
like PAX we were just at, giveaways for your communities, and new ways to engage with the game, like getting regular updates on major releases before anyone else gets those updates. Early access opportunities.
Jocko, listen,
to
this
stream
part is for
passive
you?
content,
No, they don't like me, dude.
And even be
Dude, they
featured
don't like
in
me.
our content, like on streams like today.
Ellie,
So
it's okay.
we're
We don't
gonna
gotta
be testing
delete that
out
message, Ellie,
something
because they need to
other
say.
that, which is
Everyone needs
really
to know
cool
what
'cause I
they
get to work
said.
directly on
Baby
the
Spice
call
said, "I knew you were on live because my nipples were
program
hard."
within a program, I suppose.
Ellie, don't
But
worry.
your
We need
support
these people
creator
to
has
live
become kind of a
with what they
industry
say. We
thing
can't
you might
hide
be
them.
familiar with. It's a chance for you.
We can't
to-
let them
you as a
hide
community
in
of a
their own-
streamer
in their
or
own
YouTuber
freak.
or whatever to support your favorite creator with your purchases in the game. You don't
We
need
need them
pay
to
any
know
extra,
what
but
they
you put in
said.
their creator code, and they get a cut of the Oryx cells that you're buying in Dead by Daylight. So we're going to do a little pilot of that, see how it goes. If it goes well, we do hope to roll it out wider and larger.
Huh. Me and Eric have the same
so-
Vans.
oh, yes.
Except mine
Oh,
are
yes. It
not
wouldn't be a creator
green.
subject
Eric, hold on. I
without
just bought
Twitch
some.
shirts.
Gotta talk about Twitch shirts.
Eric, hold
I wake
on.
up
Where-
in the middle of the night thinking of Twitch shirts.
Hot sweats.
Hot sweats.
Me too, Eric. Me too. Guys,
Okay,
W
so Twitch
shoes.
shirts.
W
Twitch
shoes.
shirts has become a big thing, as
We
you
like
know.
them?
It was never meant to become a big thing, but
New shoe
also
smell.
wasn't well defined.
Haven't worn
How
them
do I
yet.
get them? Why does that person get them? I don't get them. And I think
Are
those
the same
totally
ones?
fair
Yeah, I like
questions.
them.
And
I've only been wearing
actually
Vans for the
wanted to
past,
tie it to
like,
the
15 years.
launch
That's all I
of
wear.
this new creator program, so it was very
No,
clear.
not 15 years. I'm only
Here's the guidelines to get into the
27,
creator
bro.
program.
Chillax.
You get into the creator program,
8 years.
you get a Twitch shirt. So that's the new way of getting the Twitch shirts. The old throwing them out randomly method has been retired.
Yeah,
for now,
kind of
at
a crazy
least.
method. Kind
So
of made me
you
lose
get into
interest in
creator
getting the Twitch
program,
shirts
you
myself, if I could be real
a
with
lot
you.
of things, but also a Twitch shirt. So I think there's a note
Kind of
on
made me
that.
lose interest
So
in
we're
getting
gonna be
Twitch
granting
shirts when it
upcoming
was
Twitch
just
shirts
random bullshit.
for
And I was like,
our
oh, I'm working my
next
ass off, and I have the
Creator
most
Program
liked
folks, and anyone
Dead by
who already
Daylight
has Twitch
TikTok
shirts,
of all
You
time.
get to hold on to the ones you have. But we won't
Okay, I'm not
continue
gonna
to
get it
build
because
your
I work
Twitch shirt
hard, then
collection. We're
I'm
gonna
not
get
gonna
into
care
creator
anymore about that shit.
Yes, so if you're interested in adding your voice to our community of creators, our new Dead by Daylight Creator Program website is now live, where you can go ahead and read the code of conduct and find out how you can go ahead and fill the form to apply to get yourself submitted into the program. So the link should already be pinned in chat.
Yep, and our creator team, which is kind of a sister team to our team. It's not us. They're going to be at TwitchCon EU. That's short for Europe. Just from May 31st to June 1st in Rotterdam. So you can go chat with them in person and get more details.
See, our millennial? I'm not a fucking millennial. I missed the cutoff by a couple years.
What does that mean?
A couple years, not one. A couple. Not a
just
fucking
learning
millennial.
English.
Actually, you're gonna get time.
But also a really cool thing we're doing at that TwitchCon is sponsoring the
said that?
Horror
Where's your
Games
fucking name? There
Community
you are.
Meetup. We attended it last year at TwitchCon North America. It was super dope. I got to go and meet a bunch of
Actually, you're gonna get
creators.
timed out.
But now it's sponsored by Dead by Daylight, which is kind of fitting, so you can go and enjoy that and meet some of the team there.
Don't worry, guys. I'll
Okay.
protect us. I'll
Enough
protect
about
us from
creators.
people being mean.
Let's answer
Don't
some
worry, guys. I know you guys
questions from
don't
the
like
community.
when people make fun of me. I'll
Let's do a
protect us.
Q&A.
I'm
Nope,
doing it for you guys,
sorry.
not for
One more
me.
thing we're gonna do.
For you
We're gonna
guys.
talk about the stats tracker I mentioned.
Oh,
at the top
I'm
of the
so
show.
ugly. Oh, stats tracker?
Right?
Stats
It's
tracker?
a live stream, folks. It's a live
I hardly
stream.
know her.
Insane.
In a couple of weeks, we're going to be debuting a new feature that you guys have been asking for a
True,
long time,
wow.
which is the official Dead by Daylight stats tracker.
Free Casey?
So,
Cassie?
anyone
Cassie's
who
not getting
knows the
fucking free.
game, a lot can happen
Cassie's
over
gone
the course of a
forever.
trial. You can boon a totem, get hooked. You could get a pallet stun, get hooked.
But it better
You know,
save my stats for
plenty
the
of
past
things
fucking
happen.
7 years. I want to
getting
see.
And so, yeah, especially.
Stat
So
tracker's
players
sick, by the
have
way.
Always wanted to know more information about their matches.
Yeah,
and this website
stat
is going
tracker's
to be
sick.
the
Oh, it's a
key to getting that
website?
information.
And what I should have done.
That
at the
already
start is,
exists,
Emil,
you
get
bomba
ready. I
clots.
should have said stats tracker and then air horn. So I'm gonna try it. Stats tracker. Yep. Yes. We're in the 21st century. Stats are being tracked as far back as September 1st, 2020. That's just a limitation on the data that we have. So we're going back
Yo, Ani,
to
thanks for the
December-
369
September
biddies,
1st,
dude.
2020.
You're sick of me calling
so you'll
myself
be able to
ugly?
see your own
But
personal
I'm
journey
just,
in
I mean,
Dead
do you
by
want to
Daylight
disagree?
and
Like, you could
personal
disagree
walkthrough.
if you'd like.
And all
Thanks
your
for the biddies, underwear. I
milestones
appreciate it.
over
Before I
that
make you
time.
ugly. Oh my
The team
God.
has been, the team has been looking
Oh
at
my.
it, actually approaching it like a fitness app, which I think is a cool
I was locked
approach
up on
for
Justly.
killers
No, it
and
was
survivors,
justified.
which I think would keep
It was
you fit,
justified,
actually, if you're
Cassie.
one of those things.
Well, I mean, survivors run all the time.
Yes, yes. So it should be a fun way to track your personal progress.
Yeah.
I was on Twitch
the
for a while,
stats
but the
tracker
audio on here
website
is better
going to
somehow. Well, I'm about to
launch
stop
on
stream, so you
June
get your ass back over
17th,
on.
and you'll be able to access it either
on
on
Twitch.
desktop or mobile.
Why do people
it's
say
super
that?
simple
There's
to
no way the
use,
audio
and
is
all
better
you
on
need
TikTok.
is
How does
to
that
give
make
your account with
sense?
At least one platform
TikTok
you play
fucking
Dead by Daylight
sucks.
linked with it. You can also link multiple platforms with progression and combine all your stats from wherever you play
Depressing
the
day,
game.
depressing
There's
day.
the general statistics page at the
Oops.
start where you can see your global stats like hours played, specific play time and matches, total matches, and more. You can also switch between the main stats for killer and survivor.
Yes, select one and you'll be able to see things like who your most played characters are, who your top characters are for each role. You can dive in each character and dig into details like emblems, average blood points earned, and even more than that.
Yeah, so we'll also be
Okay,
showing you
yeah.
super useful details like what your top perks were.
much time is left?
both
Oh
in
my
terms
God, we're
of
gonna be getting the
hit
PTB
rate,
in a
your
second.
kill or
This is
escape
sick,
rate.
though.
You can also see which perks really drive the most
And it's
success
from
for
their
you
official
and
website?
really
I like
play the
that.
game.
Oh man, we're gonna be able to see how many
And
blight
more things you might be
shits I've
wondering
done.
about. The site will be super current.
Ramen Downey Jr. Thanks so much for the 4 months, dude. I
almost
appreciate you,
immediately
homie.
after a match
Thank you
is
so much for
finished.
supporting my content, Ramen.
So stats also
dude.
refresh every 24 hours, meaning where to go. Yeah. If you link a new platform, which some people may be doing, it could take up to 24 hours before you start seeing those platform stats in the tool. And finally, it could change in the future too. This is a first iteration.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Put out
I'm
first
gonna try to
iteration,
fix
we build
something.
on it. It's going to focus on 1v4 matches and major seasonal events like Blood Moon, Anniversary, Halloween, and the Winter event. And as of now, custom matches won't be counted in your stats, but we're going to be looking at
Custom matches
limited time
shouldn't
events
ever
like
count in
Lights
the
Out,
stats, I know.
Chaos Shuffle, and even 2v8 in the future down the road.
I can't wait with Chaos Shuffle for it to tell me how many times I got no mither. I would love that. And like with everything we do here at Dead by Daylight, the stats tracker is something where, as Eric said, we're going to be building on. So there's already a ton in there that we wanted to make sure that is available for players. But if there's anything you want to see added, feel free to let us know on socials so that we can let the team know and see about updating it for the future.
So keep an eye out for more info. We're very close to that release. It's actually going to release alongside this chapter, which is scheduled for June 17th of this year, by the way. So a couple weeks. So only a couple of weeks away. And as I tried to transition to before, why don't we do a Q&A?
So Q&A.
Yeah, let's jump to it. I don't know if do you have a card thing? We got 2 minutes. Oh, okay.
I don't know if we give a damn about no Q&A.
Okay. We have 2 live streams in 1 month. 5 Nights at Freddy's anniversary. We know you've got. Oh,
Nice.
Jesus. That's sorry. I'm reading what was written for me. So, okay, here's the actual question. There have been complaints about cheats and hackers in the game at the moment.
Are you naked,
Is there
Jacob?
something you can say
Does this answer
about
your
how
question?
you're addressing this?
The war against cheaters and hackers is a long-standing one, and that's for sure. And while it will always be there, there are definitely steps that we are taking to resolve this as much as possible. So during the upcoming months, you can expect to receive clearer game rules, a code of conduct, and regular updates on our war against cheaters, as well as strengthening our anti-cheat protocols. That's not all we're doing, of course, but there will also be other things that we can't discuss as we get more closer to that. We'll be giving more information on we don't want to be giving cheaters and hackers, roundabouts for.
No, let the cheaters and hackers live, dude. Come on, we're being selfish right now,
Cheaters are
dork.
losers. Yesterday, the developer update.
you say
went
cheaters are
live
losers?
explaining
What the
Go Next
fuck,
prevention.
Eric?
How does this affect survivor perks that allow
I'm
you
gonna
to
learn every
draft
developer's name, so I just start
How
calling them
will
on a
feature
first-name
prevent
basis,
survivors
like
leaving
they
the
know me.
zone?
Eric, stop.
So Go Next.
Eric,
otherwise known as
chill
giving
out.
Early in the match. Firstly, it ruins the
Ladies.
match for everyone involved on the survivor team.
Me, Eric, and Dork were
Players,
literally
because
grabbing
sometimes
drinks the
you have
other night,
things you
dude.
gotta
Just
do too.
freaking
So
chopping it up,
frustration
dude.
around this
Oh
is
my
very high
God.
as of late, and with the
Man,
test
they can drink,
the
dude. Let me
chance
tell you
to,
something. It was
get
fun.
off the hook early in the
It was
match
fun. It was
is
fun. We were doing
removed
karaoke and
unless
shit.
you have perks or offerings that affect this. Deliverance and Wicked will stay the same.
Oh, what exactly
and
am I
their
looking at?
activation
Oh,
conditions
it's not
have
working.
Not changed,
My bad,
for
chat.
example.
I might have disconnected something.
Playing for the hatch, so when 2 survivors are
Is
left,
it gonna do that thing
and
where
the
it
survivor
freezes
that is
now?
hooked will try to allow themselves
Didn't
to
do that thing
die
where it
faster,
freezes
so
now?
that the other person
Bro, my
gets
whole
the hatch.
computer's acting like a whole
That
ass
is
hoe
still
right
going to
now.
just, happen in the
Why, motherfucker?
Right. With the
Why?
bulk spending option, so
Why
another
today,
awesome
man?
quality of life feature coming with this release. Will we be allowed to choose what
Oh
items
my
that we can spend our
God.
BP on?
So in this iteration, you
Eric.
can actually choose how many levels you can, you'll want to spend your blood points
see,
on. So
hold on.
you can't currently
Eric.
choose that very specifically.
Chill out before I
And
start
it's going to be done
getting
automatically,
freaky with
and
you,
you will
my
receive a
boy.
pop-up that shows what was purchased after
Just
it's
kidding, Eric.
completed,
Please
and
don't
it's gonna
hate
be
me.
very quick. So we will monitor the feedback on this and see how it performs, and then we'll make some changes moving forward.
I'm gonna try to use my
this one's
bitch ass
clean.
trash
What is
camera when we
Eric's
come
favorite
back to play
animatronic?
gameplay. We'll see if it works.
So people who follow me might remember I put up a picture that my son drew that I thought
Eric is a
was
dad?
Shrek. And then I
Eric!
posted it, and people
Congratulations,
were like,
you
"That's
cutie
Springtrap,
patootie.
idiot."
I didn't know Eric was
And
a
then everyone
father.
speculated Springtrap was coming to the game, which at the time.
Eric, do you
I
also buy
had zero
Pokemon cards
knowledge
instead of
of.
feeding them?
But
Because me and you could get along.
for animatronic, because I lived through some stuff with that.
Eric's.
Do you have a favorite?
Yeah, I think for me it would have to be Freddy Fazbear.
Oh yeah.
Freddy Fazbear?
The classic.
Gotta go with the classic.
Okay, are you going to continue with the quality of life, in particular the anti-slugging fix?
We are definitely continuing with the quality of life features that we advertised earlier this year. So don't worry about that.
Wait.
With this PTB,
Guys,
we'll
I'm
be
going to turn off the
focusing
camera
on
for a second. I think you're going to see me
bulk
from
blood point spending
upside
and
down.
extreme
Hold on.
hiding.
I'm going to delete this.
Then, in the upcoming releases, we'll be focusing on phase 2 of the plan. So more information will be available as we head closer to that phase. But rest assured, this is still a very large focus for us. This is very important, and we want to be very careful with making sure we're addressing issues in the correct way the first time.
Final question, where is Maurice? If you're new to the game, Maurice is our beloved horse who happens to have 3 eyes and drips blood.
Yeah.
He's been missing from the game for a few weeks. And I think now is the time to let people know.
Yeah, let me know.
He took a vacation to Japan. I'm serious.
Without me?
Without you, without me.
Thank
Pretty
God
selfish.
Maurice is gone.
Yeah.
Bitch ass fucking Maurice.
If you want a glimpse into his
Bitch-ass
adventure
Maurice.
in Japan, you got to play that new Assassin's
And nobody give a
Creed game.
fuck about bitch ass
Yeah,
Maurice.
Shadows.
Ooh, collab.
That's how the hell
all
I
I'm
feel
gonna
about
say.
it. You know how the
You'll
fuck
find
I
out
feel
for
about bitch
yourself.
ass Maurice?
Maurice will return soon, I hope.
Please, come back.
So, that's it. You've listened to us yammer.
Whoa!
I don't have a time, but
Is
I
it
believe we're already
time?
past time, so PTB should already be rolling out. Thank you for joining us for a 5 Nights at Freddy's official stream. And we hope
Wait.
you're as excited about the chapter.
I might have to.
Yes, and from all of the requests,
I might have to. I might have to end stream all this downloads chat to make it go by quickly. Hold on. Oh my God. Oh my God.
To go and play the live PTB.
No way, right?
And test drive Springtrap for the first time.
We've got tons more of amazing content coming your way
Holy
this year.
shit.
The anniversary is also
If
just
it starts
around the
lagging, I'm
corner.
ending the stream
Stay
real
tuned for good
quick so
stuff
we
to
can
come.
download.
Creators, we hope to hear from you soon.
I should have done it quicker.
Yes, so thank you everyone for the welcome back.
I
to
should have
Springtrap
done it already.
on Twitter. This is a live stream.
Okay,
Dang
guys.
it.
I'm going to be back in literally
But
10
we
seconds.
will
You better still be
rolling
here.
Out into the fog now, so you stay safe.
Okay.
Out there. Good luck and hiding.
I am going
Let's get
to
one
be
more air
back
horn
in a second.
right now.
Hold on.